Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. Hope everyone is doing well out there. I have actually 3 Divine Masculine Twin Flame reads between yesterday and today. Sorry I haven't been able to get them out before now. Had to get some tax work done, things like that. So I'm going to get right to it. The first 2 are quick ones, but it's good because it'll give you 3 different perspectives. Obviously people are struggling a bit with the energies right now, so you will get that feeling in going through these. Just now I was trying to meditate to get a message for you guys to see what was coming up, and I was getting McFly and the Anteater are itching to get out. So please comment below on your take on that. Also, when I was cooking dinner tonight, the cat came by. I haven't seen him in a while since he had been moaning. Remember when I was talking about the cat all the time? I haven't seen him in a bit. And as I was looking out the back window, which just was slightly open, he comes walking by, and right where the window is slightly open, his little face was looking through the screen right at me. It was so funny. So he definitely came to visit. He was taking a peek in my window. The cat's back. Okay, so these readings start from yesterday, and I'm going to show you the base read for each of them. Okay. So this is the first read yesterday. Okay. This is the read. This was done at like 11 o'clock last night, the second read for today. And then this is today's reading here. Okay. So getting right into them, and I do want to do a quick little clear. I did have some sage going too, but it's out already. It just depends on the sage I use. Some of the sage sticks burn out really quick. Okay, here we go. First read from yesterday was March 19th, 2020. So that was the 26th yesterday. 26 is the Page of Wands. So the 19 was the Sun, and the Page of Wands, which is inspired inspiration, or inspired energy, excited. Obviously the energy of a child, and the sun, playing in the sun. However, the weather today was awesome. It was really warm out. Okay, so yesterday at 1:41, this read was done. For the Divine Masculine Twin Flames, I guess, again, these are all general reads, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And this is for the Divine Masculine, so it will apply to the masculine within the feminine as well. And here we go at 1:41, which is the Magician and the Ace of Cups. New love, self-love, spiritual love. So this first read yesterday was the higher self and abundance, which is like the Empress, were the major arcana. After the read, Ascension, which is like the world, Luna, the moon, and then the Hanging Man came up after the read. We had 4 wands, 1 pentacle, 3 swords, and 1 cup. So mostly wands and swords, right? So physical movement, passion, desires, as well as being too much in your head, or intellect and thought, words. We had the Page of Wands and the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords in that read. And we also had the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands, which the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior, and the 9 of Swords is that one suffering in silence, okay? So those 2 are coming up as well. So as far as the numbers in the code line, we had double 9s, and it was all about adventure yesterday. The Master of Flames, or the King of Wands, was very significant in the code line yesterday. And the name Ivan was coming up, spelled both ways, I-V-A-N-N-E-N. But I-V-A-N actually means God is gracious. And the urban definition for Ivan was the sweetest, kindest, loving guy in the world. He would do anything for you. So also Ivan, the storm came up from September 2004, the cyclone that was Category 5, which hit Grenada, Jamaica, Grand Cayman, and Cayman Island, Cuba, and then dropped to Category 3 by the time it hit Florida, but still did a lot of damage, as well as through Alabama. And the cyclone started up on 9/18/2004. 9/18 happens to be my birthday, which is kind of funny. But the cyclone started up, but I believe that part of it was over water. And then it died down a bit, and then it started up again on 9/22 when it hit Florida and the Gulf of Mexico and Texas, Louisiana and Texas. So TV, which has to do with your telepathic vision as well, your psychic connection, say southeast, King of Wands. So again, those southeast winds may be coming up. The King of Wands, show of power in Ivy Jesus adventure. Okay, so the wind, it's like the winds are starting up from the divine masculine that he's about to take the adventure. So what other numbers came up? We had 9, 10 begin again, 45, which is that 5 of cups, being stuck at the Y in the road or just grieving any kind of loss, regret, guilt, or shame. 56, the 2 of swords. 79, which is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There weren't a lot of numbers involved with this read. So it started with the higher self reversed, which is either the need to use intuition or the secret is out for me. The secret out after disconnect with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, leading the way to rescue runaways, perhaps, or catch a thief. Tripped up, dropping the facade or the act and breaking patterns. The King of Pentacles seeing synchronicities or orchestrating a presentation or out shopping. In a split, divide, lie, or cutting through the crap, Taurus reversed, Hierophant reversed, divorce of Taurus reversed and Capricorn reversed, and moving forward and leading the way. So those energies were all involved. So that could also be just very spiritual energy, thinking outside the box. But Taurus reversed and Capricorn reversed, which actually were coming up again in this read, but upright today, and moving forward and leading the way yesterday. So a family or emotional cycle is just done, or unhappy family with Hierophant reversed, which can also be Taurus reversed, post-war with new passion, settling out and not expressing feelings or sharing energy with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, repurposing clothes and boots and not telling her, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this is somebody in their home, probably. Breaking down or setting up a business, a block around his head, the Queen of Pentacles reversed presenting herself on a shelf, something to be admired only, or putting out a picture or putting away a picture of someone you lost. The Queen of Pentacles reversed no longer able to take credit for the divine masculine giving to charities or his time and effort. The King of Cups reversed, emotionally detached, and the Knight of Swords racing in with a message, the Sovereign coming out, or the Hermit reversed with 2 older kids, one with a message and the other more independent, or going out to buy a dress. Charge! Foolish behavior of the 10 of Cups reversed, which can be a very unhappy family or the end of an emotional cycle or family. So foolish behavior of the 10 of Cups reversed, or they fell on their face from grace or lacking faith in the Queen of Swords is truth. And the Queen of Wands reversed, confession or dropping all of her responsibilities on an Aries, or the divine masculine no longer being the family errand boy at 307, which is the Empress and the Chariot. The Queen of Swords facing the mirror as the Queen of Wands reversed confesses after the fact, tiptoeing out by the pincushion, the candle still lit, and the bell on the table to romp around in the woods. So somebody might be leaving candles lit and leaving the room. That could be a child or a partner. So of course that can be a fire hazard. And actually electrical fire issues may come up as well. Or somebody was sneaking out when others were occupied, or someone is mad after turned down for sex. So that can definitely be with a partner. The divine masculine taking off the rose-colored glasses. Follow your dreams at 310. This was the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny. Follow your dreams, divine masculine, and below that was pride, which is 19. Follow your dreams is 85, which is the reflection of the meditating in 5D, which I always see as grounding it into the current reality. The Queen of Swords in her truth, shining light and grounding and integrating that offer of love, the Holy Grail, and sneaking away or coming clean, letting go of a few bucks and magically manifesting. Maybe a bit draining, but a need for sunshine and hard work, willing to carry the load. Saturn in Aquarius and Moon in Gemini points to the need for the gold coin, unity consciousness, in addition to truth, words, energy, and love to fully manifest. The Divine Feminine may be working too hard, or the Divine Masculine feels burdened with the secret out. With the Queen of Pentacles reversed, Virgo Moon, or rising, or coming out, confessing and dropping all responsibilities to follow her dreams. Atlas with the weight of the world upon their shoulders and need to use intuition or connect with higher self, which is the Divine Feminine, or the secret is out about the Queen of Pentacles reversed, perhaps losing her mind or over-isolating or dealing with an ill parent, or now coming out confessing or dropping all their burdens in order to go for their dreams. The recent past is the Empress upright, trapped, imprisoned, holding on loosely in deliberations with workplace or place of co-creation issues, not getting along with the financial drain or people leaving or retiring, or just tired, sick, or overexposed, or dealing with a third party, clinging to lovers. Affection or work issues taking forever to end, and the foundation here for the masculine is the Four of Pentacles, the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave, not expressing or sharing his feelings, delays in communication and travel, implementing a plan with the Empress in the aftermath of sudden events, drama, epiphanies, and suffering in silence with the Knight of Wands, getting busy, sharing, or settling out, and no peaceful place to go or be. The central energy is the Page of Wands upright, inspired, and working to align, patient without options though, but just over it, dumped or purging out emotions to move forward and offer love and be love. Feeling guilty about the Ten of Pentacles reversed, post-war, which can be a dysfunctional family or just loss of money, which everybody is experiencing that right now. Post-war, resting, praying, meditating, insecure or without the tools, and yet inspired. The challenge being the King of Wands upright, the shaman, and the Queen of Cups reversed and Emperor reversed, in prison or anxiety-ridden. The Page of Pentacles opportunity or a student or a small offering to help. The Ten of Pentacles reversed family or business who is holding back for a new life or saving to recoup losses. Standing up for self to others in an unhappy family. The Montagues versus the Capulets, the Ten of Pentacles reversed versus the Ten of Cups reversed. Right? Both in dire straits. The romantic tie, lovers, standing up for selves, recovering. The Page of Swords spreading the word around the world to break your patterns with putting their secrets out in the open, with synchronicities and options and heaven in their eyes, detoxing instability, moving, visiting, ending a marriage, or the party's over. Now is the Seven of Wands, rising above, the Six of Cups reversed, a negative past, or negative kids, or the past returning, and healing, dreaming, or no peace with Aquarius, in a move or ending a marriage, or canceling a big party or event at 341, which is the Empress, and again the Ace of Cups, self-love, spiritual love, or new love. Resting, meditating in 5D, perhaps with your twin, or time out. Justice, divorce, Libra, carrying a load, recovering the King of Wands, in a state of emergency, rising above the drama. No sunshine, and this can be Leo energy as well, in need of sunshine, tired, sick and tired, overexposed in reunion or coming together with others and protecting self from affection and infection. The Emperor reversed, lacking faith, along with the Queen of Cups reversed, or Aries and Queen of Cups reversed, Pisces stealing from two in disconnect or out of work, getting things for a steal out in the world. Completion of the avoidance, recovering without an olive branch on your own. Without an olive branch extended, in separation and spreading the word around the world about being dumped or being in the dumps or purging, crying, pushed to your emotional limit, peeing, vomiting, or getting the last of the yucky juices out, or done working so hard on connections and letting them go. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is not aroused or humored And the Knight of Swords is cracking the whip with the kids, the need to use their intuition and not keep secrets since everything gets out online. And unstable. Masks. You never know what's behind door number 2, the unknown, from which fear is grown. Instilling fear into our young ones, no options as where to move to, and soon is the 9 of Swords suffering in silence, with the 10 of Cups reversed and the 10 of Swords upright, betrayal, pain, and back pain, and related treatments, and separation and heartbreak and third-party situations, standing up for themselves. 9 of Cups is happy alone, getting their wish in deception or pre-dawn, or as the new moon approaches, along with a fight or competition or a quest. Fending off others to be alone, detoxing in a move, separation, and or the game was rained out. Emperor reversed and Queen of Cups reversed, unhappy in prison of pain together in separation, and lower back pain, especially the right side. The Divine Masculine sees himself as the Queen of Swords yesterday, with wounded warrior coming together with others to drop their burdens and confess their wounds or sins. The Page of Swords is up to bat. The Page of Cups is reversed and walking away and within. Or one kid's a talker and the other is shy and whiny and needs to meditate. The heart-to-heart conversations need to happen. Passion, you deserve love, and attraction came up for the Divine Masculine. The Queen of Swords with the Truth trigger, helping the wounded warriors to clear their fields. Around the Divine Masculine, or how he is seen, is the 5 of Swords reversed, coming clean or getting clean with clarity of the awakening and taming the beast, being strong. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is over the awakening and pacifying Leo or ego, who has no intuition. Or Capricorn or Leo Pisces, now with information they need. The masculine needs to clear blocks of the wounded warrior, the victim mentality of the Queen of Wands reversed, starting over. Sick, tired, or pissed, wanting to fight or cause conflict and deception, or around the new moon to cause issues with your new cycle that you would start at the new moon, but the Divine Masculine is rising above and being happy with himself. Adventure, but even more so for the masculine here, was effort, compassion, and new beginnings at 4:05, which is the Emperor and the Hierophant, which can be Aries and Taurus energies. The 10 of Cups reversed, justice in the aftermath of sudden events, unstable with a secret out, and seeing synchronicities and their options and their dreams, perhaps confusion and detox of instability. The 10 of Cups reversed, which can be the end of a family or emotional cycle, and the downturn. The King of Swords reversed, present to nothing, perhaps in negative self-talk, but rising above. Around the world, closures, and at night, awakening. Ideas and epiphanies as the Queen of Swords speaks her truth. And that was at 4:12, which is the Emperor and the Hangman hanging out. All right, so then we have the read for... last night was done at... the SIRIAN Starseed deck last night was cut at 11:11, and it was finished by 11:31 to 32, which is that 5 of Wands and 6 of Wands, that expansion, and then the journey of leading the way. And by the way, I was watching more of, what's his name? Morgan Freeman. I was watching that series on God, and Corona was coming up from the episode I was watching, the constellation, Corona Australis. They were talking about the overturned cradle. It's like a cradle between a mother and the daughter, and the cradle gets turned over and dumps out, and that becomes the Milky Way. And then you just see the cradle dumped over now, which is that constellation Corona Australis, which is between Sagittarius and Scorpio. It's considered the Southern Crown. Okay, so that was when he was with the... who was he with? The, the Aussies. I'm just blanking out. Why did I write that way? Oh, the Aborigines. When they were talking about how their religious beginning happened. It was about the cradle spilling into the crater, or Ghoster's Bluff. which is then where the first man and first woman came from. Okay, so anyway, it was just funny that the one constellation with Corona in the title came up when I was doing the read yesterday. All right, so this is the one done, SIRIAN Starseed deck cut at 11:11. So again, a lot of spiritual vibration here. The read was finished at 11:31 to 32. Again, this is for the Divine Masculine Twin Flames, and it was done last night, but for today, 3/20/2020. So today is the 20 of the Judgment, and the day adds up to 27, which is the Ace of Wands, that new passion. So Judgment's all about making decisions as well. So there's a new passion for making decisions, maybe decisions that have been long overdue to be made. Okay, so the second read, Higher Self and Strength, were the major arcana, as well as Transition, or the Death card, prior to the read. We had 5 swords last night for the masculine, very much in their heads. 1 pentacle, 1 wand, and 2 cups. The court cards were the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Before the read was the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands, and after the read, the Page of Pentacles came up. We had double 3s and double 6s, but the code line number was all about the number 3 and about financial discipline, music, and domestic harmony. Some of the other numbers that came up were 5112. 51 is the King of Swords, 12 is the Hangman, 33 is the Christ vibration and the 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself, 66, the Queen of Pentacles, the sequence 567, Made in Heaven, the number 9, which is the Hermit, 36, the 10 of Wands, 23, the King of Wands, 35, the 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, and then 78, the 10 of Pentacles, and 89, which is the reflection of the 98 human temperature. Okay, being polarizing your temperature, right? Are you going, which extremes are you going to, instead of staying at room temperature? Okay. So the message here with this one, around financial discipline, music, and domestic harmony. And I was getting a little bit of breakup. There were some letters that were covered. So it was coming up as fin, and then anchel, discipline, music was fine, and then domestic and harmony. So a little bit came up with that, not much. But this one was all about the show of power of the southeast. Again came up. So the southeast winds, there may be a hurricane that may come up that way. But this is the second time in a row southeast came up. And then the 3 of Cups was significant in this one. The reunion. The number 90 came up, as well as the chakra system and the XO, kisses and hugs. And also the X of the feminine chromosome and the 0 of the human embodiment of source energy. The SIS, which can be the sister or the suffering in silence, a show of power. In the southeast. And just seeing, being as is, a niece perhaps, or being nice, as is, nice. It's nice with some southeast winds or breezes coming together and giving hugs and kisses, but staying within your chakra system, very balanced. Also, aces being a show of power. To see the ocean, vitamin C, saying yes. Saying what if, coming together, the 3 of Cups. And number 60 came up. So 90 came up and then 60 as well. And just 6 and 0, the lovers are human after all. So when the words got broken up from financial discipline, music, and domestic harmony, I was getting zip lining and a seal zip line. Oh, that would be interesting with seals. Also a Jesus seal zip line. And music. And then mystic and arm, human, and New York was coming up. And I was just getting the Statue of Liberty with the arm with the flame. The mystic arm, oh New York. And then Doha. Doha. Just did HA the other day too. So perhaps when you have a headache, to lift your arm up like the Statue of Liberty. I was actually guided when I went to sleep. I don't think it was last night. I think it was the night before. I was guided to do some just energy work with my hands as I was falling asleep. So it's really cool because sometimes my hands just get guided to do certain things that I wouldn't think of doing. So it was pretty cool. So maybe it's, this is also reminding me of that, to tell you guys to do that. Like when you're lying down going to sleep, put your arms up like you were holding your energy around you, or just feeling into your auric field, and just feel what you feel and let spirit guide your hands, because they will. So practice that and see what comes up for you guys. So this read started with the Queen of Swords upright. The Queen of Swords, in her truth, being the truth trigger, she's got her hand on the trigger, right? After the messenger of truth, 5D messages between the twins, the Queen of Wands in an ending, transition, or dealing with a death through the portal. There is disconnect here, breakup, not seeing eye to eye, no work, being stubborn, on strike, lazy, or just stuck with no peace. The King of Cups reverse, emotionally detached from the Knight of Swords, sovereign. In disconnect, there's no peace for the King of Cups reversed, which can be a water sign, but it can be anyone who's emotionally disconnected. And of course, water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But the King of Cups reversed in a breakup or just without affection, an offer of a new life, a dream come true, healing, or just craziness, or coming out of isolation. The clouds roll by to water the land. Birds take off to the stars as the Horseshoe Omega portal opens. Path is straight ahead, and they're losing their mind. The sun is out, sunshine, kids, exposure, and the Chariot moves forward, bowling right over the Page of Cups reversed and the Empress reversed, or that may be someone who has a miscarriage, and I'm sorry if that happened to you. I get that because I've had a miscarriage before. So I'm sorry. It can be an isolating feeling. Or the dogs sent mother and child to the hospital. So somebody's dog might have bitten someone. Traveling or taking mother and child or grandmother and child to the hospital. And Leo and Cancer, Pisces reversed, and Taurus reversed. It is safe for you to love came up, and below that was religious factors, which are just any kind of differences. It doesn't have to be religion. It can be culture, age, whatever it is. So for the masculine here, no women showing off in the downturn. Big love at work by the logs is exposed. The Hermit reversed, igniting the flame, pushing those who won't wake up out of bed, refusing to take an offer of the forbidden fruit. No Animal House and no spying when lazy or out of work, giving up on trying to figure out why another won't follow your path, unable to force against free will. If you don't want to work, then no new shoes. So it's definitely some parents talking to their kids. Adventure here is 55. And that was at 12:38, which is the Hangman and the Queen of Cups. So this can also be about adults too. Like, if you don't work, then you can't go shopping right now because we're not making any money. Adventure is 55, and New Beginnings is number 1 underneath that. And under the radar, getting clean or coming clean. At 12:39, which is the Hangman and the Knight of Cups, as I heard a car speeding south. I didn't see it, I just heard it. It was very obvious. Not sharing, dealing with debt, scam, inequity, or in marriage, contract, Taurus, religion, or establishment, rejection, vulnerability, shy, or spoiled rotten and looking back, impatient fallen angel, impish and entitled, King of Wands reversed with a chip on his shoulder. The lobster's claw is clamped shut and refusing to open it, about the candy striper or the candy stripper in the fun house at the amusement park. Robbed the cradle or trapped into a shotgun wedding, a spoiled brat, an entitled imp, Taurus and Sag, religious and bad temper, or unhappy parents with unhappy kids. The King of Wands reversed, pissed, and the Queen of Swords, trigger happy, going crazy, or now coming out of isolation or over isolation and going within or out of mind, but in their heart, in lack or with ill parent or mama's boy or out of control mother, never feeling safe. And it is safe now to love and be still and have an adventure all at the same time. The recent past is the Seven of Swords upright, passing downloads, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed with her secret out, without option, in great pain and betrayal, heartbreak and separation, finding satisfaction with self and getting wish of energetic exchange and expression of feelings. The Hierophant is upright and committed to self. Vulnerable twins purging at night with sudden drama, epiphanies, and perhaps an orgasm. Suffering in silence and recovery from exile. Twins blowing their top, crown, covers, or kicked out. Home issues, drama, and epiphanies. Suffering in silence, stressed out, or up night, purging, crying, headaches, not able to sleep, and being dumped or recovering back in at night or at the full moons. The central energy is the Page of Wands upright, inspired, free to leap away from the Queen of Cups, defenseless to the energies and getting sucked into parties and some groups or gossips or into reunion. The challenge being the Three of Cups reunion, where the player falls short or is holding back their desires, with the Ten of Pentacles, family or business, with the Devil, codependencies and addictions, or Capricorn and ball and chain. Crazy or mental case, coming out for clarity from the 5D meditation, the King of Swords reversed is frustrated with the third energy, and healing and dream girl, sealed divine feminine, marching to the beat of their own drum at 101, two magicians. New life and the harsh truth, porn star or sex tapes, S&M or dominatrix, rehab, arrest, or hospitalization, the King of Swords reversed, single or sovereign, or this is a teen, death, end, or transition, dark night of the soul, stubborn, strike, or out of work and defenseless to parties, reunions of the Empress reversed, the Page of Swords is upright and the world, spreading the message all around the world. At 107, the Magician and the Chariot. At 108, which is then the Magician and the Strength card, now, in the present moment for the masculine, this was this afternoon, or excuse me, I'm sorry, this was 1 a.m. I wrote p.m. by accident. 1 a.m. last night. Okay, so now the Six of Pentacles upright, sharing, and the Knight of Cups offer of love to the King of Pentacles reversed in a confession of awakening and being strong, or a Leo pacifying him. With the Empress connection and the King of Pentacles reversed losing his temper, the Dark High Priestess reversed is without intuition in a change or end or death or transition, or perhaps a sex change operation, or cutting away with the scythe, defenseless to their feminine wiles. The Emperor reversed out of control, offering money or a new life to the Ten of Pentacles family or business or legacy of the Queen of Swords to teach or tell the Queen of Wands to present the truth to the Taurus and Capricorn, or marriage to the Devil or ball and chain, or he may be paying family or grown daughters or people at work to give the truth to the Hierophant Devil, no longer staying quiet with someone suffering in pain and betrayal or out of work, separation and heartbreak of the dream girl healer, or Aquarius wants to be a star. Soon is the higher self reversed, impatient fallen angel at home and over it, meditating in the 5D for clarity, and the Magician's reversed, insecure and or manipulative, fighting with the wounded warrior with victim mentality and playing games on a quest for epiphanies of twins and then purging afterward. The masculine sees himself as suffering in silence and passing the baton to an opportunist perhaps, or up to bat, but in need of a little help with money or opportunity, or suffering in silence or stressed out with the kids, Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles reversed, who could be struggling with their schoolwork. Sharing or settling out and reaping rewards. Stay optimistic, true love, and romantic feelings all come up for the masculine here. Around him is the Three of Swords, heartbreak and separation, the King of Wands reversed, and the Page of Wands inspired to offer love that may be rejected, but to release self from prison and anxiety and let go of the judgment, the announcements, and the wake-up call to make a decision. The masculine needs to clear blocks of the Five of Swords reversed, carrying a heavy load and coming clean at present, but falling short on energy, the wounded warrior. Domestic harmony comes up, music, and financial discipline. Those were the main energies for the read. and in disconnect, breakup, or no more casual sex or flirting with everyone, strength in asking for help or helping kids with their schoolwork, gaining clarity in expressing feelings, and energetic exchange in a breakup, divorce, justice, or Libra in running away from dark night, death, and or transformation, or Scorpio. The Ten of Cups reversed, the end of family or emotional cycle, in downturn and walking away. The Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups reversed, suffering in silence and heartbreak and separation. Did I read that wrong? I think I read that wrong. Sorry about that. Queen of Swords and Page of Cups reversed, suffering in silence and heartbreak and separation, passing downloads, while the Page of Wands is inspired and challenged by coming together with the secret out post-war and sharing with fire sign who never learns their lessons, receives clarity in lots of back and forth communications or energies, but before walking away. So somebody might, be letting someone have it with their words before they go away. The Queen of Swords receiving but not passing on to the King of Wands reversed, who may be pissed about that. The Page of Cups reversed and the Page of Wands upright are sharing and challenged by coming together, parties, a social life, suffering in silence, stressed out, or purging, crying at night, not able to sleep, with a secret out, separation and coming clean, being strong for a child, with learning disabilities perhaps, and receiving clarity in lots of energetic exchange. And that was at 133, which is the Magician and the Christ vibration, and also the Seven of Wands, which is standing up for yourself without getting triggered or defensive. So this last read is the one in front of you. The one in front of you from today, the SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut at 10:55 to 56, which is the 55 of the Truth, the Ace of Swords, and 56 of the Two of Swords, knowing and keeping to yourself. But we have the 10 also of the Wheel of Fortune. The decks were completed, all the clarification cards at 11, 14 to 15, which is Justice, and then the Angel and the Devil of the 14 and the 15, the Temperance and the Devil. The major arcana for this read in front of you, the only one was the Star throughout the whole read, the only major, which means the masculine had a lot of leeway to make his own decisions and choices, without guidance, to use his own guidance system now. The four wands were here, so a lot of wands, a lot of movement, passion, desires, activity. 2 swords, 3 pentacles, so a lot of pentacles as well, so practical things and work. And then the one cup, so not much in emotions or heart-based things. We had the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands, and before the read, the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands came up. So there's a King and Queen of Wands and a Page and Knight of Swords, because that could be the family, okay? So the numbers and code line were all about teaching and learning for today with this read. We had triple sevens today, as well as double tens. Those were the big ones. We also had double sixes and double nines in a lesser sense. 1, 2, 3, jump. That sequence came up, as well as 34, the Eight of Wands, that fast-paced exchange, arrows of love. 46 is the Six of Cups, the Children in the Garden. 67 is the Knight of Pentacles. 78, the Ten of Pentacles. 89, and then 9, 10 begin again. And the code line was all about teaching and learning, and the number 6 was the only number that came up there. The 6 of Crystals, or that balancing act, was the main focus here. And I was getting, shh, one of 2 must share with the Divine Feminine, teaching and learning. Safety and security in 1 of 2, talking about the twins, you're not half of 1, you're 1 of 2. And you're the mass TE, which in Confucianism is that basically more or angelic man. You're 1 of 2 of a mass of angelic men to share, balance, teach and learn, give and receive with your Divine Feminine. All right, safety and security was a big thing coming up today, to teach and learn from each other. And the headers, nothing much came up in the headers today, just talking about crystals and New Year's Eve, the ball that drops, and feng shui, things like that were coming up. But SSS came up, which is sick sinus syndrome, as well as the Social Security system and the Selective Service system were coming up. We started with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands upright with this read, okay, here. And below that, starting at the bottom, is the Page of Swords reversed, the Six of Cups upright, the Queen of Wands upright, and the Nine of Swords upright. So choosing a new path after negative news, negative self-talk, with twins or kids, loving the Queen of Wands, suffering in silence. The Knight of Wands reversed, falling short or holding back their desires, inspired to offer love even though they may be rejected. Prison, anxiety, and holding on, hoarding money and stuff, depressed, losing hope, and the Queen of Wands. Dreams dashed for the Knight of Wands reversed, which can be dealing with an older child in college, and with all the commotion, difficult to get everything done, or not even thinking about that right now. And the Queen of Wands over the Page of Pentacles may be inspired but bored. So it may be like one parent's taking care of the younger child, and the older child's dealing with college applications and things like that, but things aren't getting done. Or people, the kids are home not doing the work they're supposed to do online. So, and I ended up doing a lot of tax stuff today, so you may be doing some of that too. And just caught up with my sister as far as what's been going on with her. Yeah, so the new moon is coming up on the 24th with deception, with the devil, which can be codependencies and addictions, or just a Capricorn finding peace. And the King of Wands reversed, tired of third party or negative groups and bad influences and gossip, and just deciding to hang out and reap rewards. The Page of Cups, message of love at the workplace or place of co-creation, or a loving child, with the worst over regarding insecurities and manipulation, but there's darkness around. Keeping an open mind, and below that was deception. The masculines choosing a path of reaping rewards, but insecure, and manipulators looming. The Ten of Pentacles reversed is no fantasy. The devil is out, and they're knowing but keeping to themselves, confessing or dropping burdens, defenseless to the energies and attacks. Rejecting an advance or offer to keep, rejecting an advance or offer and just keeping to himself, confessing after the fact, defenseless to their feminine wiles. Tripped up and got caught shopping for shoes, no more making nice just cause the little lizard is watching. And that's at 547, which is the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups. Synchronicities, options, heaven in their eyes, confusion. And this is where if two people aren't really together anymore, but they're not really divorced, and they're showing affection in front of the kids, so the kids won't feel like anything's wrong. It's like now the divine masculine's no longer going to fake who they are in front of the children, right? Because that's just lying to your children, which teaches them to lie as well. So that's the kind of energy that was coming up right there. All right, so 547. Intuition comes up, which is the Fool, 22. And nature, which is 74, that's Six of Pentacles, that perfect balance, which is nature. Keeping to self with negative self-talk, and powerless to impatience, indecision, and negative self-talk. The High Priestess' secret or psychic abilities, and a message of love and new passion is ignited. The kids may be irritable and negative, impatient, not knowing what will happen. And the High Priestess, Page of Cups, or loving child, inspired by healing hands and twinkle toes. Using intuition to see what's going on. New passion to choose a new path, perhaps the twin path, reaping rewards but insecure that he will be defenseless to her charms of intuition. The recent past is the King of Wands reversed, inspired but tired, or just not a shaman or feels like he isn't, or on a journey or good news to give but unsure of the reception he'll receive. Twins or kids offering love to each other, the messenger of truth speaking for a sovereign or for themselves as an independent person. The Queen of Wands is looking away from justice, divorce, or Libra, depressed, sick, or losing hope with the King of Cups, or the King of Cups is. Aquarius reversed and Libra upright, or Aquarius reversed defending kids to the King of Cups and the King of Wands reversed, who are leading the way. It's like the Aquarius defending the kids are in fear, and the King of Cups and King of Wands reversed are leading the way, more relaxed and not scared, but perhaps the King of Wands at least is tired. The foundation is the Knight of Swords, sending 5D messages out in the cold in awakening, but being strong, and the Emperor reversed, perhaps out of control or just going through ego death, sneaking out of there or taking off with the stuff while others are busy fighting to pacify their inner beasts. And this is just the image I was getting, like, at the grocery store when they're grabbing all the toilet paper off the shelf. The Divine Masculine is going to another part of the store, strategizing, what can I buy that's really cheap right now that I can sell for later and make money? The Emperor reversed, out of control, perhaps losing business and getting away with any ideas he can get his hands on, while others are busy fighting over paper and pasta, an idea to cash in on, just something else. The center issue is the Star reversed, depression, loss of hope, illness, or people just being sick, and that could just be colds. It doesn't have to be anything serious. The Queen of Pentacles reversed with synchronicities to look forward to, but no announcement, or the Queen of Pentacles reversed is holding back an announcement or call offering help, opportunity, or to learn, invite, or students feeling trapped and their hands are tied and they feel like they're in prison. The challenge being the Six of Pentacles reversed, perhaps in debt, scammed, or the inequity of the situation, not sharing, and the Sovereign being strong, or Leo pacifying the beast. Connection, partners, soulmates, and the King of Swords reversed with negative self-talk, present to nothingness. The truth presented to the Pisces reversed, who's not using their intuition, or the secret is out. The Queen of Swords reversed, also in negative self-talk and not working. The Chariot reversed, the state of emergency, imbalance, choosing a new path of resting and meditating in the 5D connection. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, suffering in silence or stressed, purging up nights, in awakening. Clinging to the workplace, the place of co-creation, free to leap away any time when it's not working for you. And that's the advantage of working online or working from home for sure. So now is the Seven of Swords in the SIRIAN Starseed deck is very much about passing downloads. The Hierophant, marriage, contracts, or Taurus, letting go of their responsibilities and perhaps confessing, but defenseless to the Queen of Wands, or she is to the Emperor reversed when he's out of control with a new passion at 6:15, which is the Lovers and the Devil. Defenseless to energies and unable to start a new life, the Ten of Pentacles reversed is a financial loss of a family or business, or dysfunction within the family and uncomfortable energies, tripping up and a need to break patterns, dumped or purging, crying, or just overwhelmed, choosing a new path in the aftermath of sudden events and epiphanies, and tackling the bore with everything at a standstill. It's time to spy and fight and play games, or see what everyone else is up to. Scorpio reversed, Leo upright, Cancer reversed, and Three of Cups reversed. No reunion with the Queen of Cups sick, tired, drained, or in need of sunshine. Resting and meditating in the 5D, over isolating, coming out to move forward and offer help in exchange for passionate exchange. Soon for the masculine is the Seven of Wands reversed. A lot of that Seven of Wands reversed came up in this read today, just feeling defenseless to the energies. To the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups, which are both upright and happy family and destiny. A patient angel connecting to the Queen of Cups and the present moment. Destined, never-ending story, healing and forgiving, lack of self-satisfaction. The Queen of Swords is reversed and the Queen of Cups is upright. One is never satisfied and the other is clinging to the past, or the two of them are just not getting along. And so those can be two kids or two people at work not getting along, or sisters, mother and child. The masculine sees himself as the Ten of Cups upright, but an unstable home, moving, ending marriage, or grieving the world, completion, or the sealed divine feminine, third party and free to leap away from deception, or free to leap at the new moon, a rebalancing in order. Separation comes up, and this could be the one, as well as for the masculine, express your love. Feeling instability is unfair. Around the divine masculine, or how he's seen, is the Ten of Wands reversed, dumping all their burdens and responsibilities, perhaps confessions, and the Devil, which can be codependencies or addictions, or just a Capricorn, and an Empress, or just a Taurus person, protecting sick kids, or a kid or kids are draining them, tired, sick, or sick and tired, overexposed, in need of sunshine, or Leo reversed is in the way, or out of control and coming between a Capricorn and a Taurus. The Devil or Capricorn, finding peace away from the King of Cups and the King of Wands reversed, or once kids go back to the other parent, then they find peace. The Devil is waving, or Capricorn is peaceful. The King of Cups with crazy kids or trying to contain an illness. The King of Wands reversed is tired of all this, and the Empress. The masculine needs to clear blocks of the Three of Pentacles, the workplace or place of co-creation in the aftermath of being stressed out, suffering in silence, up nights, purging, headaches, not able to sleep, the wounded warrior, the victim mentality, the need to teach and learn. But even more so for the masculine today was patience and environment, a green environment. Putting it out there for justice and Libra, or getting attention on the journey, so close you can touch it. Justice, divorce, Libra, pending a new life, or wanting or waiting for funding, drained at work while others are free away from work. So this can definitely be someone who has to work is jealous of all the people who are not working. Jealous King of Pentacles, reaping rewards, or the Knight of Cups reversed is jealous of the King of Pentacles, reaping rewards. Assessing current status right now as far as finances to see where they can go next. Synchronicities and options in energetic exchange, expressing feelings or finding ways to trade services while all is down and not receiving any affection at 736, which is the Chariot and the Ten of Wands, the weight of the world upon your shoulders, or Atlas. The Nine of Cups reverse is dissatisfaction or unhappiness or not liking being alone, grounding and integrating an offer of love, or wishing upon a star, or stargazing in uncomfortable energies. Justice prevails, truth and balance. The Two of Wands path, or making a choice of path with the messenger of truth, passing 5D messages of emotional fulfillment, dumping all burdens as the King of Wands reversed is depressed or sick and challenged by inequity, not sharing, defenseless to energies at the workplace or place of co-creation, and passing downloads or being the middleman to get supplies out, or virus prevention, or the virus is preventing his new life from starting. Choosing a new path, the King of Wands reversed, shaman, with a new passion but tired or sick. The messenger of truth, or Knight of Swords, passing 5D messages, depressed or losing hope, passing downloads, and challenged by imbalance, inequity in the situation. The Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, or ending to an emotional or family cycle, defenseless to energies and dropping responsibilities at work, preventing a new start, or money from flowing in for opportunities, or following their synchronicities, and unhappy alone, looking at the stars in uncomfortable energies, with all of us being judged. Okay, so those are the 3 reads for you guys. I'm going to pull a few cards and see what we're getting now. I'll start with the energy deck, you guys. Okay, so take a deep breath. Where are we? We're at 53. Not too bad. 53 is the Knight of Swords, by the way, the passing of the 5D messages. It's also the catapult of 53. All right, so for everybody watching, the best and highest good of others concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? What was the reason for these messages today? And what do we need to take away from this? Okay, the sun. Get your sun. Take a little bath. Put the baby pool outside and sit in the pool. Okay, just enjoy the sun. And the one, we have the Magician here. Manifest, it's like put all your stones outside. Take this time to put your body outside and get some sun to recharge. Remember that it's my safety pin technical drawing about how the feminine collects the sun for the both of them. The energy from the sun, it goes down into the pin, into the 2 circles, her circle into the masculine circle, and then he's the back of the pin with the housing on top, and the reload, or like filling the tank at the gas station, closes the pin because you create a vacuum, and then once the masculine starts using some of that energy up, the pin then falls open again for that pin to collect from the sun. That's the feminine. So I was called to bring up that example again. So the sun, this card's standing straight up too, wanting to be seen, walk away. Walking away. 27 is the Ace of Wands, that new passion. All right, don't just stay in one place. Go out and enjoy the sun. Take a walk. Find a new passion. But appreciate what you have, your present moment. The bottom of the deck is the 34, which is the Eight of Wands, that expression of energy and feelings back and forth. The arrows of love, the door to personal healing and happiness. And there's that rainbow waiting for you just outside your window or your door. Okay? Just like the cat was outside my window enticing me to come out and play. And this is so much like the energy of today, like everyone opening their windows to let all the fresh air in. Okay, so with this nice weather, it's time to let that fresh air in again. This is the Metatron deck. So let's see what Metatron has to say. All right, Metatron, what is our message? I just saw Sandalphon, so he may be significant for somebody. Let's see. Okay, beacon of light. You are supposed to stay strong in this situation. The twin flames are beacons of light, right? The lighthouse to follow in the storm, to stand firm and strong and be an example of not freaking out, not being in fear, being in love, right? Being strong. You may be boring, but you're strong and your light is strong. Showing others the way to calmness and stillness, even when things are unknown, which is what causes the fear. 44 is that Four of Cups. The grounding, integrating, and mastering of the receiving of love. Allow those waves to come in. And then we have this one as well, inner child, hear and know me. So you might want to check in with your inner child to see what your inner child's wounds are that are coming up because of the fears right now. 36 is the Ten of Wands. What is burdening you? Speak to your inner child. That's such a cute picture. And I always get like, know me better, man. That's from the Muppet Goes to Christmas Past. I don't know which one it was. Probably Present. Christmas Present. It's Christmas Present. So speak to your inner child and be the lighthouse in the storm that you are being prepared to be. This is the moment for you to shine, to be that beacon of light for others when they're not as strong. These two want to come up as well. Go with the flow, paddle on. So, right, see, keeping the peace when all is in chaos. And this one also, review and reflection, time out needed. So, of course, rest and reflect when you need to. Number 2 is the High Priestess, the secret, the psychic abilities. Okay, so take care of yourself as well. And then the underlying energy is untapped energy. So again, go out to the sun to recharge the chakra system, the kundalini, untapped energy, and put your stones outside if you haven't done that in a while. 35 is that the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, feeling a victim when your energies are depleted. Now is the time to go out and get recharged. And this is reminding me of a guitar as well. I don't know why. I've never seen it that way before, but it's like plucking, if your kundalini or your chakra system is like a guitar and plucking your strings, right? Strumming my pain with his fingers. Killing me softly with his song. All right, so these are the 4 cards that came out. Nurturing yourself, being the lighthouse, standing strong, taking a time out when needed in the peaceful waters, and reflecting and taking a full time out when needed. But definitely recharge frequently. All right, and then I'm just going to give you an animal card as well. what is our last piece of advice here? What do we need to know? Okay, these two. First, the underlying energy. The Four of Summer. The Tortoise. Your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way, okay? Something new when you're outside your house or in your garden. Pay attention to what you're missing. These two came out. Ace of Spring, which is the white tiger. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you'll still want to leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. This is a very nurturing moment, okay? And then we have Six of Spring, the rescue dog, a mixed breed. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for scholarship, or find that you're singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job, and you deserve all the attention, okay? And that can definitely be some graduations coming up as well. Okay, so there's some really loving moments here. And who doesn't love a mutt, right? And also notice the colors of these cards, you know, that's a very grounded color. It's just back to safety and security basics, right? Always go back and begin again, begin again, begin again. Work from the root up. Find your stability, right? A firm foundation, and then build up. And we do that over and over and over again, okay? So learning how to always be in a safe place in your heart, because you know what to do every time. It's not just finding safety and stability once in your life and then just staying there for the rest of your life. It's every time you go through a change, reestablishing that foundation and then working up the chakra system. And again, change again. Reestablish the foundation and work up again, okay? So just focus on that system so that you always know what to do, so you don't think about the unknown, right? You just focus on what you know you're supposed to do in every and any situation. It doesn't matter what it is. And then you don't have to worry about what situation it is, because you know you're always safe in your heart, because you got the system down. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards here. All right, we have the Two of Flames as the underlying energy. The King of Wands shaman there was in the recent past. We have the Adept of Orbs or the Knight of Swords there in the foundation. The stars in the middle, the central energy, challenged by the Six of Crystals or the Six of Pentacles. The other underlying energies there. And we are crowned with that Seven of Swords or Orbs, which is that passing downloads energy. And scrolling across the 4D bridge to the Seven of Flames. This is reversed today, so feeling defenseless to the energies. The masculine seeing himself as the Ten of Cups upright. Around him, or how he's seen, as the Ten of Flames reversed. The blocks he needs to clear has to do with Trinity, or the workplace, place of co-creation, upright. And then we end up there with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And look at the colors of the chakras here. We have sacral, heart, and third eye focused here. The underlying energy was a little bit more root, but heart was below that as well. We have the Seven of Cups above the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Cups was reversed. The Four of Cups, and then the last card up top there was the Eight of Cups, but that was reversed, those uncomfortable energies, and then Justice. Okay. So again, make sure you guys give yourself a lot of self-love. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, and get your nature. And find something that makes you feel good. All right? Stay in the present moment. Don't worry about the future or the past. Just stay right here and enjoy being off, or whatever you can enjoy in your life today. Okay? And just be there for each other. Be loving. Okay? Rise and be loved, you guys. Bye.